Too many MRAs out there believe that the opposition to men having rights is too great for men's rights activists to have any political or electoral success in the Democrat or Republican parties. My success in the Republican Party and the success of other men's rights activists, as well as historical figures, should give us hope for the future. If you continue to watch this video, I can explain exactly how and why we should not give up fighting. Too many men's rights activists give up on activism or running for office. These people either get easily discouraged by the violent dirtbag synthetic left and female supremacist tradcons, or they're like Paul Elam, who outright admitted to be less interested in activism and more interested in psychopathic profiteering.
But from the AVFM perspective, and mine personally as an MRA, it is hard to imagine how anyone could be so completely wrong-headed as to conclude that we were trying to work with the system, or that we were trying to change laws for that matter. First, I extend a very cordial invitation to anyone to sift through the 6,000 plus articles on A Voice for Men and to find one example to support the claim that we took up any sort of political or legal activism. I can save you the trouble, though. You'll pull up a goose egg.
Warren Farrell's failed run for governor of California in 2003 following the disgrace of Gray Davis should encourage you to do more and do better, not throw your hands in the air and just give up. Did W.E.B. Du Bois give up when the Turner's Rebellion failed? No. Did Martin Luther King Jr. shrug in defeat upon being thrown in prison for his civil rights activism? No. And neither should you. If you come together and run for local offices en masse, you can take over towns, counties, states, and possibly even the whole country. But you have to run for office and make your voice heard. Take power where you can, because the Democratic Party right now is offering a golden opportunity to do so if you're a Republican. Sorry, Warren Farrell. You see, right now the House Majority PAC by Nancy Pelosi and high-ranking Democrats are funding campaigns for Republicans that they see as extreme. Right now, it's mostly Christian fundamentalists and Trumpists. However, I believe they would do this for us in the manosphere as well. The Democratic Party's strategy is to see what they can do to ensure that Republicans who have supposedly unorthodox or unacceptable politics win primaries, so Democrats win general elections. If you are a men's rights activist and running for representative or senator, you can exploit this by being outspoken about men's issues and attracting the Democrats' ire. When you win the nomination process, switch gears and focus on economic issues and appeal to the working class. Right now, big corporations and big tech are both very woke and very anti-male, and engaging in a lot of anti-white and anti-male discrimination. Not only will you give Democrats fits, but you will still win over the GOP, as many of them will always vote Republican no matter what. If you're running for a lower level office, such as member of county committee, town council, mayor, or party whip, try to get as many MRAs as you can find to join you so that way you're not alone. The gynocentric plants will try to retain power, but fortunately there's fewer of them in the Republican Party than the Democratic Party. But sitting on your hands, like what Paul Elam suggested, is simply allowing our enemies to keep power. And going GOAT's not going to work when the government has the tools to conduct manhunts with, so don't bother trying to sell me on that one, MGTOWs. I'd also like to add that I find it highly ironic some individuals in that community overtly hate women while following a philosophy that a woman thought up. Maybe I set my expectations too high for those people. I'm already doing my part. I'm building a political career and making connections. I've already outpaced the gynocentrists in my county all by myself. And if I can do it, so can you. And I believe that you can outperform my meager efforts if you would just try to. In the words of Kylo Ren,
I will finish what you started.